Hi everyone, I'm back for another video here. I want to share with you something about Sean that he wrote before he passed on. Michael, his identical twin brother, both of them neurodivergent with autism, Asperger's, and essential tremors, depression, and anyway, I came across this that Sean had written, and it's, "Hey guys, missing my bro, PC gamer, master of skill. I'm a gamer, trying to master his skill. Both bedroom programmers, both digital artists. But both of us, my identical twin with essential tremors, we could not be our identical best. We weren't losers, posers, and braggers. We had a supportive family who tried their very best. We put our skills to the maximum test, but he is gone now, passed away, due to essential tremor and being killed. Passed away at 30. I feel like I should have been the one that passed away. Oh, why was it not me? He didn't deserve it like me. I just wish I could have been a better friend, a better brother. Why did Western medicines, why didn't they do their best? Why did they do their very best to kill, to treat is not what they wanted. Now I'm grieving and suffering, trying to rid my mind out of suicidal ideation. We were close. We had strong IP. We were prodigies that knew drama, action, and emotion at the very best, and now I'm half dead. Essential tremors ruined my heart. In college, it ruined my dreams. More relationships nearly hard to work with. Now, after trying at least 20 Western meds, they don't work. All they want is $1 at your expense. We tried so many natural remedies to help Sean and Michael. Even going so far as to getting moss from rocks at the base of the Himalayas that the Sherpas used for well-being. I also want to read to you, and many other things that we did. I'll talk about them another time, but I want to read something too. This was Autism Awareness Month article by Matthew Vaillancourt. He wrote, "As someone with autism, I would like to love Autism Awareness Month, but I can't. People with autism have important challenges, as recent studies have shown. They are likely to die early than the general population, and they also have a dire unemployment rate. The vast majority of people with autism have other mental health problems, depression, anxiety, PTSD, and many of them, especially those with high-functioning autism, which was Sean and Michael, don't have good mental health because they know what their weaknesses are. If you really want to help someone you know with autism, instead of bragging about autism awareness on social media, perhaps it's more worthwhile to help this person have a better life by giving him support or trying to help him find such things as employment, mentoring, and other opportunities." That didn't happen with Sean and Michael. Autistic college graduates have an 85% unemployment rate. Job creators need to step up to provide jobs outside of autistic work, such as informatics or programming, in other domains related to the skills and interests of autistic people who are brilliant. Another thing to do if you know someone on the autism spectrum is to engage with their special interests and be aware of their challenges There are limitations in the fact that every person on the spectrum is unique. Talk is perhaps cheap, but helping someone with autism in need could really change that person's life for the better, and more than saying that you care about the cause. How true. How true. Sean and Michael and I were let down by so many organizations, including Autism Speaks and Essential Tremor, International Essential Tremor Foundation, other autistic organizations. People would say that they were going to call back. Nobody did. Or they'd say, sorry, we just help children. That's why young adults who get a late diagnosis don't have a long life expectancy. Sean and Michael were like caged animals. They wanted so much and tried so hard to get work, to no avail. Goodwill I call bad will. Bad will, they were so poorly run, it was horrible. Even the representative that Sean had, Michael had, was already passed. It was a big deal to go to an appointment or have an appointment, even on Zoom, because of the autism, Asperger's. And she would be a no-show, or email him and say, oh, I just got called into a meeting, and it dragged on and on and on. And this was through the Department of Rehabilitation here in California. And the only one that there was a chance for him to get a great position at University of California, San Francisco, that would have been perfect. But so many things went wrong with what other people did. So he kept having the rug pulled out from underneath him, and so did Michael when Michael was alive. So this article is so profound. It really, really was. And true. The one that did finally come through, I had to call Department of Rehabilitation and say, do you have anybody there that understands the mind of an Asperger's? And she said, yes, we do. And she got me in touch with Hema, who was awesome. She moved on it right away. She and Joyce, the supervisor, I have to say, they did. And finally, and it took forever, and we finally had a great rep named Stacy who really, really cared and could see just how smart Sean was, and she really had a lot of hope and potential for him to have a good paying job because he was so smart and all his knowledge and everything. Then he had his neck broken, and that really messed him up and put him at the bottom of the list again. So that was a real shame. It was heart-wrenching. It really, really was. And, Sean tried so hard. I have a video of him where he said, nobody can ever say that I didn't try. I mean, he tried at Walmart, he tried so many places. He would have even been a janitor if he could have gotten a job. Adults with late diagnoses, I mean, even on Reddit, you'll see so many that are suicidal. And I got Sean to go to Twinless Twins, and he said, well, that makes me really want to try to kill myself. It's just very sad. Look at how cute they were as babies. Look. I've got a darn reflection here. I really tried getting a light behind me and it didn't work, but look at them. They were so cute. I think I shared with you too that Sean had his neck broken in a car accident. I showed that in my last video. Here's an x-ray of the 10 screws in his neck and the 2 rods. The night that he died, he said, "Mom, I don't know how I'm going to make it with his neck." It was really, really hurting him. I'm looking for another picture to share with you. That was his scar. Look at all the staples and the skin irritation. He never complained. He really didn't. He was brave. They were both 2 of the bravest young men I've ever met. The next video, because I want to keep this short, is where I'm going to share with you what happened. Actually, it was the early morning. I happened to wake up at 1:08 a.m. on May 5th, 2024, and Sean was awake. And I got him into bed. And that's when he said, "Mom, I don't know how I'm going to make it." He got into bed, and I worked with him, reflexology, and I will share with that with my next video. I wish everybody so much healing energy, peace, love, comfort, a big hug, and just remember that kindness is something we can all afford to give. I'm sending you all so much love. Till the next one will be Sean's story. And it's really beautiful.